In this video, I'm going to compare and contrast the Shun Premier 8-inch chef's knife to the Wusthof Gourmet 8-inch chef's knife. And it sounds weird to compare the highest end line with the lowest end line of a brand, but I have gotten a couple of questions about it, so I thought, why not? Off the bat, as you would expect, these two knives are wildly different. The Shun Premier is a handmade forged knife from Japan. The Gourmet is a machine-made stamped knife from Germany. The blade of the Premier is made with VG Max, which is a notch above VG10, which is the gold standard in the knife making world. It's a 61 hardness, and it's very hard, very resilient, and holds an edge very well. By contrast, the Gourmet uses their own blend of 58 hardness steel, so it's going to dull much faster, it's going to lose its edge much faster, and at the end of the day, it's going to need much more maintenance and much more upkeep than the Premier will. On top of that, the actual blade of the Shun has two things going on for it. First of all, it has 34 layers of stainless steel folded into it, which does two things. Number one, it looks gorgeous, as you can see, but number two, it makes it very resistant to water damage, to pitting, to staining, to rust, and things like that. And then on top of that, they take it one step further and they do a hammered finish on the top. And what that does, besides looking beautiful, is it helps food release, which is always really nice. The Gourmet is just a very classic looking blade, just solid steel. Both knives do have full tangs, which is great. The Premier has a brown pakkawood handle, which is a compressed resin-filled wood. Stands up very well to water damage and to things like that. And the Wusthof has just a regular polycarbonate handle, which again is pretty nice. What I really like about the Premier, though, is that being forged the way they made the forging area, it holds your fingers very, very well. So we can do a pinch grip and you can actually cut with it very nicely, and it feels almost like an extension of your hand. I will say that they both also have lifetime warranties, but what I really like about the Premier is that it also comes with lifetime sharpening for free, like all of the Shun lines. So why that matters is, if you take your knife to a reputable sharpener, it's going to cost you roughly $5 an inch to sharpen. With the Shun, you give it to them, they look at it, if they see any problems, they throw it away. But otherwise, you can rest easy knowing that they're going to give you the same blade back with the same edge as when you first fell in love with it, which I think is a deal breaker. Either way, like I said, two completely different knives. I will say that if you want to get an entry-level knife, the knife that I almost always suggest is the Shun Sora, because it has all the benefits that I mentioned here without the increase in price. It's actually in the same price category as the Gourmet. I'll put a link down to all three below. If you guys have any questions or comments or concerns, as always, let me know. Otherwise, I will talk to you very soon.